Hi guys, so I wanted to get you started with the case studies for chapter 30 for this OT64 class for this week, which is week 6 of the semester. The case studies seem to be where everybody has the most trouble, so I figured I would give you a little bit of a jump start on these problems with this quick little video here. So if you are looking at case 1, the patient The patient is a 9-year-old male, presents today with pain in his right arm after falling off of his bike. He was not unconscious at any time. His right arm is swollen. His pain is increased when the arm is moved. The x-ray of the right arm showed a fracture of the upper extremity. The fracture is well aligned and no alignment is necessary. So a cast was placed on the upper extremity. So they placed a cast. So the first thing I would look up is immobilization. And then you're going to look up the body region. And it looks like that's going to be an upper extremity right. Now, you want to make sure that you get the right digit for that right side code. All right. So then, for case 3, we have an emergency room note. Let me move this up a little bit here. We have an emergency room note here. So again, that's still outpatient. This patient is a 78-year-old male. Patient presents with a nosebleed for the last 4 hours. Bleeding has been increased. The bleeding has increased over the last hour. He has a platelet disorder, which means that he doesn't clot well, which is treated by Dr. Young. So the doctor says that he packed the nasal area to stop the bleeding and instructed the patient to follow up with Dr. Young in 1 day. So I would look up here, placement for your root operation, and then packing. And then nasal. All right. So then the last case study you have for this week is, let's see if I can get that in there. 39-year-old male patient using a sharp knife cut his left thumb. He refused to have it sutured closed. I explained to him the advantages of sutures, but he still refused, so the wound was dressed and instructed him to change the dressing each day. He is to return to my office if the site becomes swollen and red. So again, outpatient, and so basically what they did was dressing, then thumb, then left. Okay, so I've mentioned this before in the conference videos, and I think that's all of your case studies for this week. Yep. So I've mentioned this before in previous conference videos, but with these PCS codes, you want to always look up the root operation that happened, and then look up the body part, if applicable, and then any modifiers. So whatever the, if it was right or left or bilateral or anything like that. With case 3, you would actually look up placement of, and then the material, and then where it goes. So it's a little bit different sometimes on a case-by-case basis, but that's the general gist for looking up these PCS codes is root operation, and then it's what did you do, and then where did you do it to. That's what you want to find out. So with this, these case studies, I only assign you the odd ones, but if you wanted to look at like case 2 and 4, let's look at case 2. Miss Smith was admitted to the nursing home on Thursday, and the nursing staff noted that she's a 2 by 3 centimeter wound on her back on the left side. Oh, Hope it's not a decubitus ulcer. Today I applied a sterile dressing to the area to protect it from infection. So then you would do placement and then dressing and then back for number 2. If you just want to do these extra couple to get some practice. For number 4, 16-year-old female presents following a soccer game in which she injured her right index finger. Not broken, but swollen. Put a splint on. So that would be immobilization again. And then finger. And then right. Okay, so hopefully that'll get you guys started so that you have an idea of where to work through, how to start working through these case studies. And then as far as the coding assignments go, it's basically the same principle there, except for without all of the extra word problems. So here they're just getting straight to the point and telling you what it is that you need to look up. Whereas in the word problems, they give you the background of why all of these things are occurring. So that's it.